Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. This is your friend Abhishek, but not a financial advisor. 3 weeks. Yeah guys, 3 weeks have passed since I have uploaded a video regarding Cassava Sciences or any other stock as a matter of fact. But my life had really big updates which I had to handle and digest. So yeah, there's been a lot of things going on in my life, and these 3 weeks seemed like a year, to be honest, in a good way, And sometimes when good things are happening, time passes fast. But in this case, good things were happening, but still time didn't pass that fast. But anyways, that's not the purpose of this channel, to give you guys my life updates. Yeah. So I thought, okay, let's come back with a Cassava Sciences stock update video. I mean, why not? Because I've been getting a lot of comments on my previous Cassava Sciences stock update video. Abhi, do you have any updates regarding Cassava Sciences? The stock is going down, or for some people the stock is not moving at all, which makes sense because there is no like really good news or bad news which has come up in the past 1-2 weeks for Cassava Sciences. So it's just moving like it does, so consolidating, that's it. So I have made a presentation for you guys to understand what's going on with Cassava Sciences and what the valuation of Cassava Sciences might look like in 2024 or beyond. Now, please don't get emotional with the valuation, what you see. Yeah, for some people it might look like, oh, it's too less. For some people it might look like it's too much. And some people might also say that, Abhi, you were saying $1,000, $1,500, $200, then how did you come up with this kind of valuation? I will get on to that topic, but just to tell you guys, yeah, before you see that valuation and start commenting. So anyways, without further ado, without wasting your time, let's jump on to the presentation which I have made for you guys, give you guys an idea what's happening with Cassava Sciences. Okay, so this is another Cassava Sciences stock update video. Before we move forward, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really counts. Okay, then let's get started. Before we jump on to the conclusion, I would like to show you guys a summary of the best analysis of Sava by Abhishek Thakur. Okay, so the first point is Cassava Sciences is a biotech company focused on developing treatment for Alzheimer's disease with its lead drug candidate Simuflim, which we all know. Yeah, so we all know what Cassava Sciences is working for. Yeah, Alzheimer's disease and the name of the drug. The company had faced allegations of data manipulation and misconduct, but no concrete evidence has been found to support these claims. And this is also a really important summary because this is what decides the fate of Cassava Sciences. The phase 2 data of Simuflim showed potential cognitive benefits in patients with mild Alzheimer's disease, but the results were inconsistent and had several limitations. So, like I said, guys, on this channel, I'm not just showing you flowers. Yeah, I'm not asking you guys to wear pink glasses and see the world with your pink glasses. No, I'm here to give facts. Okay, in my opinion, what is wrong is wrong, what is bad regarding a company. I'm not here to pump up a stock or be a beer for any stock out there. Okay, I'm here to give facts, that's it. And then it's up to you to make a decision, because this is not a financial advice. This channel is for knowledge purpose and giving you guys facts. Yeah, so yes, the third summary point says that the phase 2 data for Simuflim showed potential cognitive benefits in patients with mild Alzheimer's disease only, but the results were inconsistent and had several limitations, which is more regarding towards the moderate category. The phase 3 trials for Simuflim are ongoing, and we believe that there is a high chance 60 to 80% of reaching statistical significance. And we means we, the community supporting Cassava Sciences, the Abhishek's community. Okay, now risk to reward is a really important thing, because many of you guys have been commenting on my previous Cassava Sciences stock update videos that I have so many shares, and what is like gonna happen? Am I gonna lose all of my money, or what is gonna happen? So a risk to reward ratio. So to calculate a risk to reward ratio for your investment is a really important step, guys. I'll make a generalized video on how to plan your investment in some other video as well, but let's focus here just on Cassava Sciences. And in case of Cassava Sciences, the risk to reward is really important because this is a highly speculative stock. It doesn't have any revenue, it doesn't have any positive cash flow. However, we see this company, we just all have expectations, assumptions regarding the future. We don't know how the future might look like. Yeah, but we as investors in Cassava Sciences are predicting a positive future. So it's all about predictions, assumptions. Okay, that's why here the risk to reward than any other stock plays the most important role. So the drug approvals in the AD sector are newsworthy events that can lead to substantial sales. Simuflim is crucial to the company's future. Its approval, if supported by strong data, could result in a multi-billion-dollar market cap and possibly an acquisition as well. So here we are talking about the reward, but now let's talk about the risk. On the other hand, its failure could reduce the company's value to its cash reserve or less. That means it could go to $5 as well. Yeah. So here, that's why you have to consider. But in my opinion, this is an asymmetrical risk. Now, at the time of recording this video, Cassava Sciences stock is sitting at $20. Yeah. It goes to $5, 4 times less. But on the other hand, it has a potential of 50x, 100x. So you see the asymmetrical potential, yeah? And this is why I am personally invested into Cassava Sciences. My average is around $29, yeah, or $30. But I'm not afraid because I know that my 20,000 euros in worst case scenario will reduce to 5,000 euros. Yeah, I will not go to zero because there will be a time when I will be able to sell. But pre-market, of course, it can reduce by 50%, 70% on a bad news. So it falls like that. And then you don't get the time to really make a decision because it's already fallen by 50 or 60%. But like I said, in worst case scenario, I still might be able to recover my 5,000 to 6,000 euros. And I know that I can recover that 15,000 euro loss with some other stock by investing that 5,000 euros because there are many other stocks as well which might be able to give me in 5 to 10 years 200 to 300% return. Yeah, but 5 to 10 years. Cassava Sciences, we are talking about 1 to 2 years of span. Okay, so this is really important to know what is the risk to reward ratio in case of such stocks. Really, it should be there for any investment out there, but especially in case of speculative investment, you should really calculate, yeah, and make your judgments based on your risk to reward plan. Okay, so now let's talk about Simuflim, who are really new to this channel or are invested in Cassava Sciences but have no idea what's going on. So Simuflim is designed to interact with misfolded form of the filament A protein, FLNA. By binding to FLNA, Simuflim is thought to restore its proper shape and thereby reduce alpha beta A7 receptor, which is the alpha 7N AChR receptor interaction, curtailing the pathological progression of Alzheimer's disease. And this is, guys, really important because we are not inhibiting this receptor. We are actually restoring the shape of the receptor. That's why we saw in the CMS data that the Alzheimer's disease was not just not becoming worse, but actually improving the mild patients. Those are some amazing results, guys, in the Alzheimer's disease field. That's why I am really bullish on Cassava Sciences, not just for some technical charts or something. I believe in these facts. That's why. That's it. Now, Simuflim, by modulating the FLNA protein, may offer a different approach that could potentially protect neurons from degeneration and improve cognitive outcomes for the patients with Alzheimer's disease. This is what I meant. And these are the results which we also saw in the CMS dataset. Now, clinical data. Let's talk about the clinical data. After consultations with the FDA and obtaining a special protocol assessment that we already know was a year ago for the phase 3 studies Rethink and Refocus, Cassava carried out an additional phase 2 12-month open trial, label trial. Yeah. Now, the Rethink trial, which also has a span of 12-month period, we know that recently, or in October this year, completed its enrollment with 804 patients. Yeah, and its top line data is expected in the fourth quarter of 2024. So all of those who were asking me that when do you expect the results for the phase 3 studies, yeah, at least for the Rethink phase, so it is expected in the quarter 4 2024. So you can expect the results in the same time right now. And yeah, that's when the stock price can really shoot up. So actually, in my opinion, guys, at this time as well, the stock price is at a really cheap valuation. It should be, if we just assume that FDA might give this an approval with even 70 to 80% of chance, like we saw in the previous slide, then just with that fact, Yeah, just with that fact, I do believe that the stock price should have been trading at $3 to $4 billion market cap. But anyways, that's my assumption. That's not how the stock market works, not with my assumption. I wished. So now during the 12-month study period, Sava reported a decline in the cognition indicated by an increase of 0.5 points on the ADAS cog scale and worsening the mini mental state examination score by minus 1.3 points, which is good. And then of course Cassava posted these findings as an evidence of simoflim's efficacy, suggesting that while the drug may not improve the cognitive function, it appears to slow or halt its decline, which is significant feat in the management of Alzheimer's disease, which is again in the case of moderate patients only. Okay, now like I said, I'm here to also give you the negative points, yeah, of the company. So the anticipation is that the phase 3 trials have a high probability of producing significant results. Positive point. Nonetheless, the presence of discrepancies in the data complicates the assessment of the drug's true efficacy. And by this, I mean that for the moderate patients, it's a bit complicated. And we don't care about the moderate patients again. For the mild itself, it can be good enough because, like I said in my previous video as well, which you can have a look in the icon above, that in the Alzheimer's sector, there won't be just one drug. There can be more than one drug hitting the different segments. So it's okay if Cassava Sciences is working only with mild patients. No problem. Still, a really good chunk of the market Cassava Sciences can acquire. 20 billion, 30 billion, 50 billion. While Cassava has faced accusations of academic misconduct, we all know, the company has maintained that the errors in the preclinical publications did not impact the study outcomes or conclusions and no evidence of fraud was reported. So this is short and clear. No evidence of fraud was reported. That's it. Now, whatever the short says, don't listen, guys, because this is clear. It's official statement. Finish. So the shorts really tried to hammer the company and the stock price, and I would say they became actually successful because the stock price is still sitting at $20, which in my opinion should be at $50 to $60 minimum. So they were successful. But on the other hand, they didn't know that people like me or people like us who are watching this video who are investing into Cassava Sciences had the chance to buy this stock at a cheaper price. Win-win. Okay. Now the valuation. Now let's talk about the valuation. Please don't misunderstand this valuation. This is, in my opinion, and it's a bit of a conservative approach, but let's talk about it. So now let's come on to the juicy part, which is the valuation. Yes. So let's talk about it. So the mild AD patients represent about half of the cases, estimated at 2.5 million to 3 million in the US alone. Okay. Now after this, we can also assume, which I have not included in this valuation model, is that if or when Sava enters Europe, because for Europe, they have nothing to do with the FDA, okay, then this could add up to the valuation. But I'm just being conservative here. For you guys, for those heavy bulls out there, for Cassava Sciences, please don't give a thumbs down to this video. I'm just being conservative because that's how I like to be for my investments, okay? So, if priced at a level competitive to recent approvals, which is $20,000 to $25,000 range per year, the drug value can be calculated via an NPV model. And with expected patent expiry in 2033 and approval in 2026, so I have taken an approval stance in 2026, even though it can happen in 2025. But like I said, I'm just being super conservative, okay? I forecasted Simoflim capturing roughly 15% of the market share and quickly ramping the sales over a 2-year time period, the NPV at 10% discount rate, because that's actually what I assume, to get a 10% return, resulted in a valuation of $13.2 billion market cap, which would correspond to a $314 approximately per share. Now, there are many things, guys, in this model which I have not considered. For those who will destroy the comment section saying many things, I will just clarify before that. So I have not included the dilution because they might need the dilution because the funds are ending in 15 to 16 months. So the runtime is 15 to 16 months with their cash flow and the cash reserves. So they might need that dilution until and unless they don't get any other outside financial help, yeah, or a collaboration. They might need to do this dilution, and this is not included, so this will definitely affect the stock price in a negative way. But on the other hand, like I said, this is actually a really super conservative approach. When Leqembi was approved, then only in one trading day it went up by 10 to 13 billion dollars in market cap. So the total valuation of $13 billion is of course super conservative, but like I said, guys, I like to be conservative, and we have to think about this conservative approach, because like I said, this is a highly speculative stock. Yeah, $314 or $313 per share is still good, or better than $5 per share. So that's why, like I said, it's really a tricky play. And this is what I wanted to cover in this video, in this Cassava Sciences stock update video. And I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, then please hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and it motivates me to bring up such videos more frequently and more consistently. So that's it, guys. That's all for this video. And yeah, I really hope that you got the useful information which you were looking in for, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and ciao.